All right, so this is going to be to make any bar graph, but in particular, we're going to use our Lab 1 density. We're going to do a bar graph of data table 1. All right, so data table 1 is set up just like this. You have sample, you have mass, that's going to be in grams. You have volume, that's going to be in cubic centimeters. By the way I'm switching from like B to C and C to D is tab. Tab will switch you horizontally in your cells very easily. And then we have density, grams per cubic centimeter. All right, cool. So now I'm going to make up some samples. We got Ozurchukite and Johnstowninium. Johnstowninium and Ozurchukite. Those are two samples that you just did the density of. All right, so let's say this one's got a mass of, I don't know, 95.8. This one's got a mass of 134.7. We'll take this at a volume of, I don't know, 6.3. This one had a volume of 8.9. Again, I'm just making this up. Okay, so now we're going to crunch density. Density can be, you can do this a couple ways. You know that density is mass divided by volume. So you could do that in a calculator and input your number. However, there's a smarter way to do this. And if you're using sheets, you should start to do this. You can say that this cell right here equals, and then you can say, put a parentheses, this B2, which is your mass of your Ozurchukite, divided by this cell, C2, which is the volume of your Ozurchuk. Essentially, it says density is mass over volume, mass over volume. Close parentheses, enter. So the density of Ozurchukite happens to be 15.2. Now, we can do the same thing. We can say equals, parentheses, this, B3, that's your mass of Johnstowninium, divided by C3, that's your volume of Johnstowninium, and you'll get 15.1. I don't really like how that works out. That's too close. But anyway, you could do that, or we're going to change the volume so that this bar graph works out better. We're going to say the volume here is 4.1. Smarter way to do this is to click on this cell right here. Since you've already done mass over volume, you can just Control C, that's to copy. I guess you could also hit right click and copy too, but get your hotkeys in, Control C, and then you can hit Control V or paste. Yeah, that's going to make a nicer bar graph. When you paste, you automatically, or Sheets automatically adjusts. So if you notice, you copied this, and that was B2 divided by C2, mass divided by volume, B2 divided by C2 of Ozurchukite. And when you pasted this here, it auto-adjusted to B3 divided by C3, mass and volume of Johnstowninium. All right, so that's the first part, setting this up.